Hi everyone, happy Friday. This weekend I'm in North Carolina and I'm going to be attending a wedding. And that got me to thinking. Wedding ceremonies are not just a man-conceived idea. In fact, I believe that they are a foreshadowing of a final celebration that we're going to get to experience with Christ as Christians. In the book of Matthew, and in the first chapter 25 and the first 13 verses, Jesus tells us a parable about 10 virgins, or about 10 brides to be. And these brides were waiting on their groom to arrive. However, not all of them were prepared. And when they had realized their lack of preparedness, they realized that they were not going to be able to participate in the wedding celebration. So in order for us to better understand how the Bible portrays this celebration, or this marriage supper of the Lamb, as it's put in the book of Revelation, it's better for us to understand the wedding festivities in the time of Christ. So the wedding customs during the time of Christ consisted of three main parts. The first was a marriage contract that was signed between the bride's parents and the groom, and then the groom would pay a dowry to the bride's parents. The second part was the betrothal period, or that was a period of time in which, usually about a year, which the groom would go away and then return with a parade and festivities in order to receive his wife, or receive his bride as his wife. And then finally was the wedding feast itself, which could have lasted several days. So we see that the Apostle John in the book of Revelation chapter 19 records the marriage supper that will occur when Christ receives his church, or when he calls us up to be into heaven with him. You see, Christ paid our dowry when he satisfied the wrath of God by his atoning death on the cross. And our marriage contract is signed when we accept that work of Christ on the cross and ask for the forgiveness of our sins. So now, as Christians, we are in the period of time when we are to be busy working for him as we patiently await his return to claim us as his own. My prayer is that you not be like the brides in Jesus' parables that have been notified of our Savior's return and have had ample time to prepare for it and have failed to make those preparations to be received. Hope you have a blessed week.